first glance, the small town of South Park seems no different than any other. But deep beneath the surface of this mountain hamlet, there are secrets of passion. Secrets of visitors.
My little brother's been abducted by aliens. It's true. Ask Carbon. They gave him an anal probe. That's a little joke.
Secrets of conspiracy.
And so you see, Simon and Simon were not brothers in real life, only on television.
Secrets of murder.
I did it! I finally killed something!
South Park's children aren't keeping their secrets, and this small town is finding out more than it's bargained for.
What the hell was that?
South Park, the unkept secret. If you don't get Comedy Central, you don't get South Park. Call your cable operator or visit our website.
So, you're a big fan of Comedy Central's animated hit show, South Park. Well, next time you tune in, why not stick around and check out some of our other great original programming? Like every Monday night, starting June 15th, it's our award-winning show, Dr. Kat's Professional Therapist, a highly trained shrink who tends to the neurotic minds of today's hottest comedians.
So you blame yourself for a lack of romance in your life?
I mean, when it comes to sex and stuff, I totally, whenever anyone spends the night at my house, come 2 a.m., I'm like a bartender. It's like, all right, people, wrap it up. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
I watch the Weather Channel constantly.
Mm-hmm.
It's very soothing, but it's really, these guys are too excited about it. And it just, they're saying the historic winter of '96.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you'll be able to tell your children and your grandchildren about it. Wow, yeah, I can't wait for that. You know, there's nothing that kids love better than weather stories from old people. Grandpa, tell us again about the time it was cold. Oh, well, yeah. Grandmother and I had to wear hats.
Okay, everybody, find your hiding places. Come on, honey, hurry up.
And premiering Monday nights on June 15th, it's our newly anticipated animated series, Bob and Margaret, featuring the ordinary lives of an eccentric married couple and their attempts to change their mundane world.
Oh. Does it ever bother you that we never had children?
Come on, let's sit in the living room.
I don't know, maybe I should get out of dentistry altogether. And hardly anyone flosses anymore. What's the point?
Oh, that's nice. I think there's something funny on TV.
We should get into something more exciting, like ophthalmology.
Plus, weeknights at 11, it's The Daily Show, where anchor Frank Gilmore and his team of correspondents put their own satirical spin on today's headlines.
Tapes reportedly imply Lewinsky had a year-and-a-half affair with Clinton. The president fired back, "That's impossible. I would have become bored and cheated on her after 6 months." Tops.
While still managing to score some inside scoop from Hollywood's hottest stars.
Armageddon, we're the last 2 people on the face of the earth. The human race depends on us. Would you at least consider it?
So, don't miss out on Comedy Central's great original programming. Trust us. After all, you did buy this South Park tape, didn't you?
That was awesome. Yeah.
If you can't get enough comedy on our air, why not visit us online at ComedyCentral.com? With our great games, contests, and original humor, you might just download in your pants. So look us up. We're always open at ComedyCentral.com.
After 20 years, Viva Variety, the most celebrated television show in European history, finally lands on American soil. And there are the hosts, Mr. and the former Mrs. LaPant, with sidekick Johnny Blue Jeans and the swimsuit squad on the way to their press conference.
Viva Variety has everything.
Big celebrities.
Gorgeous rock stars.
And bizarre displays of humanity. Now, I have a question for you. Why do you raise so many microphones?
I don't know. Viva Variety, Tuesday nights at 10, only at Comedy Central.
Hello, TV friends, Agatha and Johnny here with a message for you about prejudice. You know, we poke fun at a lot of different kinds of people on this show, but none more than the Turks.
Like that one time when I said Turks are jerks.
That's just one great example of many. But we've come to realize that prejudice, no matter how funny, is wrong.
That's why we've put together this educational course designed for use in schools.
It's called Try Not to Hate the Turks.
Cassette 1 teaches you exercises that you can do at home to combat prejudice.
Listen and repeat. I like you.
I like you.
Even though you're Turkish.
Even though you're Turkish.
Cassette 2 teaches us to define ourselves not by our nationality, but by what's on the inside. Listen.
We're two unique individuals. I'm a caring, intelligent woman with strong values, and you're Turkish.
I've listened to these tapes over and over again, and now I can honestly say I still don't like the Turks. But now I keep it to myself.
Try not to hate the Turks. It's the next best thing to not being around Turks at all.
And now, a fireside chat with the creators of Comedy Central South Park, Matt Stone and Trey Parker.
Oh, hello. I'm Trey Parker. And I'm Matt Stone. And this here's Old Scratch. Say hi, old fella. This episode of South Park is called Weight Gain 4000, and it's by far our favorite episode. It's all about Kathy Lee Gifford coming to South Park and Eric Cartman trying to beef himself up for the big day.
Exactly how much weight does Eric Cartman gain in this episode?
Well, after Eric Cartman starts eating the Weight Gain 4000, he gains 700 pounds. That makes him almost as heavy as Sally Struthers.
Has Kathy Lee Gifford ever offended you in some fashion? Was she flattered by her depiction here?
Well, we don't really care, because Kathy Lee Gifford is a very wonderful woman. Both Trey and I really, really respect her work with Regis.
Guns and bullets seem to be a recurring theme in South Park. Have either of you ever killed anyone?
I would never kill somebody, unless they piss me off.
Guys, why do you keep killing off poor Kenny? What did he ever do to you?
Well, Kenny is definitely our favorite character. And even though he is our favorite character, we feel we have to kill him in every episode. And this is one of our favorite deaths in this one.
How does someone create a show like South Park and remain as pure and wholesome as you both appear to be?
You know, everyone thinks that in order to do South Park, we must be wild, crazy rock and roll stars. But the truth is, we're just wholesome middle American guys. We enjoy soda pop, baseball, and beating up old people just as much as anybody. So now sit back, relax, and enjoy Weight Gain 4000.